The thing on the dock. When I was growing up, my grandpa owned a cottage on Lake Simcoe here in Ontario. Most of my memories of that place are fond ones. Water skiing, tubing on an inflatable hot dog, regattas, and fishing galore. We even had rock band for the PS2. What more could a kid ask for? We still own that cottage. Anytime I want, I could get in my car and drive right up there for a weekend of swimming and barbecues. But I don't, and I never will. You see, in spite of all my fantastic memories up there on the lake, it only took one to make me never, ever want to step foot in that place again. Finally, I'm here to share my experience, the one memory whose simple recollection sends the most grating of shivers down my spine. The mere memory of that asterisk thing on the dock. I was 13. We were all at the cottage. Mom was out at the only grocery store for miles around, which still didn't make it close. And Grandpa was out on the lake with my brother and sister for a boat ride. I, however, swear I had seen a massive, pointy, gangly spider in the boat earlier that day, and was more than happy to decline the offer to strand myself in the lake in that thing with nowhere to run if the beastie tried skittering out of its hiding place. So I was alone. Luckily, I had rock band to keep me company, the best friend a young teen could ask for. I had no memory card. So much of my childhood was spent playing the same 5 songs over and over again. But like any self-respecting kid, I never got tired of them. It was only after yet another run through of Radiohead, Creep, that I finally noticed how dark it had gotten outside. When I say it had gotten dark outside, you have to understand I really mean dark asterisk. Not city dark, where the gloom is always somewhat abated by tungsten light flooding out from thousands of windows like the world's biggest nightlight. Out on Lake Simcoe, it got asterisk dark asterisk, my only light radiating from the big screen TV, the convenience store across the bay, and the moon reflecting on the murky waters. The phone rang, scared the hell out of me. Call from XXXXXXXXXX, the monotonous voice announced. It was Mom. Jay, Mom's voice crackled through as I lifted the phone from the stand and up to my ear. Yeah, is Grandpa there? Can you put him on? No, they're still gone. Like flipping a switch, her voice changed. Quicker, breathier, nervous. The kind of voice a parent puts on when they know something's wrong, but they're trying not to scare their kids. Jay, I could hear her voice quivering. Jay, honey, asterisk, please, asterisk, lock the doors and go to your room, all right, please, asterisk, click, asterisk. Dead. Nothing but silence on the line, not even a dial tone. Complete, utter silence. I just sat there, confused, scared, phone to my ear. The only noise to be heard being the almost hypnotic loop of the riff from REM's Orange Crush from the surround sound. It was when I finally collected myself enough to roll over on the couch and place the phone back on its stand that I first saw asterisk it. Through the glass doors to the yard, past the fire pit with the Muskoka chairs, past the trampoline with the broken springs, past the slippery, algae-covered rocks, laying out on the moonlit dock by the old, rusted umbrella stand, and the cobweb-filled circuit box for the electric jet ski lift was a damp, dark I got up and tentatively pressed my cheek up against the glass to try and get a better look. To the best of my recollection, it looked almost like someone very small, was wrapped up in one of those canvas boat covers, dripping all over the dock like they'd just climbed out of the lake. Needless to say, I couldn't take my mom's advice fast enough, jutting my hand out to grab at the knob for the lock, only to be met with a series of hollow clicks as the latch thudded limply against the metal plate on the other side. It wouldn't lock. My blood, which had already turned cold the first time the latch refused to slide into its bore, became ice when I glanced up from the knob and saw that, without question, the asterisk thing was moving, and moving my way. Best I can describe was that it inched like a worm. Crunch, push, crunch, push. It began squirming its way up the dock, leaving a sopping wet trail as it crawled onto the grassy hill, wriggling its way up the yard until I lost sight of it under the shadow of the trampoline. Click, click, click. The door still wouldn't lock. As much as it pained me, I knew I had no other choice, so I yanked the door open and tried to steady my trembling hands. I needed to eyeball it, line up the latch and bore just asterisk right. With the door open, I could hear everything. The humming of the crickets, the hooting of the owls, the lulling of the waves, the asterisk thing slinking closer from under the trampoline. A sound like dropping a wet steak on a stone floor, over and over. Finally, finally, as the asterisk thing s shadowy figure began to emerge once again from its hiding place, with my tongue firmly poking out of my mouth in concentration. With a sound like utter music to my ears, the latch slipped into the bolt. Locked, I ran to my room around the corner, ran to the bed and dove under the covers, the sound of Nirvana's Breed trickling faintly under the door. It was only then I realized I'd only locked the back door. The sound of a door opening upstairs nearly made me pass out in panic. I sincerely thought it was inside the building, just up the stairs. And soon, with the vilest of squelches, it would begin slinking down the stairs, down the hall. In the room, I'm not a religious man, but I thank the heavens to this day that the next sound I heard was my mother's voice calling out for me. She was home. She was home, and the asterisk thing was gone. Vanished, leaving nothing behind but a wet trail of crushed grass where it once had been. To this asterisk day, my mom denies any knowledge of what that asterisk thing was. She won't even admit that asterisk thing existed. She claims she was just worried that I was home alone so late at night and wanted to make sure I would be safe. I claim, however, this was no coincidence. And you know what my grandpa claimed after all this? The cover for his boat, it's missing.